Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with Thick Man. If you enjoy this video, please call random people's phone numbers pretending to be a doctor from the World Medical Association, and tell whoever answers that they should go to hospital immediately as they have contracted a rare STD known as modest pelicanitis, as this really helps spread the good word of my channel. Today we are being sent to Colorado in the United States of America to eliminate these 4 targets. Sean Rose, who's got a scar on his face from trying to do a triple tail whip on a Razor scooter, so you know that he's a badass motherfucker. Penelope Graves, who still hasn't discovered wireless headphones. Urza Berg, whose girlfriend forces him to wear this mask so that she can stand making love to him. And Maya Pavati, whose thickness features on the thumbnail. I didn't make a thick thumbnail for the last Hitman video, and you guys were actually really disappointed in me, so my absolute apologies, it won't happen again. The "this happened" BuzzFeed-like titles and the thick images started as a meme, and now we're here, I guess. Anyway, we'll bring with us a silenced pistol, a remotely detonated explosive duck, only because there was no normal looking remote explosive devices, and a briefcase with a sniper rifle in it, which ironically doesn't have the capability to zoom in. Like, have there been budget cuts at headquarters? I am being sent by myself to a farm that has been turned into a damn military base to assassinate 4 of the world's most dangerous people, and they can't attach a bloody variable scope to my sniper rifle? Agent 47 really is an unsung hero. He's like the people who rate adult videos. So I find a way into the property, and obviously my questionable outfit choice of an Italian Versace suit is not an ideal disguise here, so I best take out one of the guards and upgrade. I turn on a radio that is conveniently placed on a hay bale in a secluded area and play the song Toto by Africa. No man can resist that banger, and sure enough, one of the guards comes over and I smack him with my briefcase, take his explosive specialist disguise and hide the body. I can now cruise around the property more easily, but I now face the difficult challenge of locating my targets. The very first point of interest I see is a big ass red barn, and moments later Sean Rose walks out of it. Well, I mean, that was super easy. Maya Pavati then strolls out 2 seconds later. This is like the fastest reconnaissance mission of my career. I try to enter the barn, but this clown in the ski mask is like, sorry buddy, no explosive specialists allowed. So I'm like, okay then, I'll explode on your mum's face instead. But as we are 2 working professionals, it just gets really awkward as that was a highly inappropriate response, and so I quickly leave. I head towards the big farmhouse and notice that there are moving trucks out the front. Even though everyone here is an international terrorist, probably responsible for many horrific murders, I can't help but feel sorry for them. Moving house really sucks. You have to pack up all your stuff and you often don't have internet for a few weeks, and it can be really emotionally taxing. I hope they're doing okay. For some reason, there is an elite militia disguise in one of the trucks, and so I decide to just send it and quickly change. Somehow no one sees me do this, and if you're wondering, then yes, I even changed into the underwear as I need to be authentic to my role. Urza Berg then walks past in his white mask. Racist. I listen in on a conversation he is having and pretend to take military notes, but secretly I am just drawing those sick pointy S things my mates and I used to sketch in school. You know what though? I think Urza Berg is deep down a good guy, and he only wears that mask to try and look tough and portray a terrifying psychopath image, but that isn't actually the person he is. I mean, it's not like he's torturing anyone. So I follow Urza down to the basement of the farmhouse, and he is torturing someone. He might have a good reason though. For example, this guy in the white shirt might have stolen his water bottle, and so Urza got dehydrated, and that's definitely a good enough reason to torture someone. After a while, everyone leaves except for one guard, and so I give him the old briefcase to the head and hide the body. I'm then faced with an ethical decision. I can't open the door and save this guy, and so do I euthanize him so that he can finally be at peace, or do I leave him be? I'm trying to unwind and play some video games, and now I have to deal with this daunting ethical decision. I hear another guard coming down to the basement, and so I run over, but he sees my face, and then I knock him out. Obviously I have to calmly put a bullet in his skull as we leave no witnesses, but I wonder why this feels so much less harsh than pressing that button to kill the prisoner. Don't ask ask me why, but I decide to press it. That'll be the last water bottle this man ever steals. Eventually Urza comes back down. I had actually forgotten for a moment there that I was even on a mission as I was busy playing doctor. Anyway, he is surprised to see that the prisoner is unconscious. So good news, he didn't die after all. I mean, he'll almost certainly have some irreversible neurological damage, but at least I won't forever wonder what my life could have been like if I had pushed the button. I eliminate Urza Berg. 1 down, 3 to go. I also find a key to the farmhouse on his body. So now I need to get into that big red barn, as it seems to be a hotspot for my targets to hang out. But the only soldiers allowed in there are those with the full all-black clothing. Racist. I sneak around to the back, up some stairs, and into the top level of the barn, which seems to be the staff quarters. I spot a disguise on one of the beds, but these two swatty boys block my path. Eventually, one of them looks down at his phone. I guess he's probably watching Modest Pelican videos. Haha, get it? Because that's what you're doing now? Haha, that's great content. I really involved you, the viewer. Wowee, this channel is like a virtual reality experience. Anyway, the situation gets a little bit tense, but somehow I manage to quickly get changed just as he walks over. He then stands indecently close to me, looking into the damn pits of my soul, but confidence is key, so I just stand there looking right back at him. We have this weird bad guy moment of mutual respect, and then he walks off. That was a close shave. I climb down the ladder to save myself walking back around the whole building, but nope. Agent 47 apparently can't carry a briefcase down a ladder. This man can completely change outfits in literally half a second, but descending a ladder with one hand is where he calls it quits. Maya is downstairs roasting these guys because they keep using military grade weapons at the paintball range when everyone else is using paintball guns. Life hacks are sweet. I notice she has a water bottle on her desk, and you've got to respect the hell out of that. But it provides an opportunity for us. If we can find poison of some kind and spike her water, by the time she naively drinks it and dies, we can be long gone. The perfect murder. But on the other hand, I've got this explosive duck in my pocket, and Agent 47 doesn't really fancy working late tonight, and so I throw the duck at Maya and detonate it for the easy kill. 2 down, 2 to go. And someone I haven't located yet is Penelope Graves, so I decide to sweep the left side of the property and try to find her. Do you remember Dr. Phil? Well, he's actually a terrorist now. Feel old yet? This is a real operation they're running here. Even the chefs have automatic weapons on them at all times. Penelope rocks up and stares like she recognizes me or something. Oh boy, this is super awkward. I didn't realize until now, but Agent 47 and Penelope used to date each other, but she kept bringing up marriage and kids, and so Agent 47 put his phone on flight mode for like 6 months and faked his own death. And when she found out he was just ghosting her and not really dead, she was like really angry and upset. Like, come on, show some emotional maturity, Penelope. It was a fake death, not a real one, you overreactor. Anyway, eliminating this stage 5 clinger will be a real win-win for both humanity and Agent 47's personal affairs, and I know just how I want to do it. I head to the tallest point on the map, a water tower. How moistly fitting. I then come across my worst nightmare, a goddamn ladder. It's alright though, when there's a will, there's a way, and so I unpack the sniper rifle and climb to the top. Imagine if Agent 47 broke one of his arms. He'd literally starve to death because he wouldn't be able to figure out how to open the fridge. I scope in on Penelope, but she slips behind a tree, so I'll have to wait until she circles back around. These two guys on the roof keep frustratingly almost spotting me because I guess what I am doing is extremely suspicious, but then I remember I have a shitload of weapons, and so I murder them both. It's actually so easy to get out of awkward social situations when you don't have a moral compass. Penelope comes back, and I 420 blaze it YY quickscope her bosom. Such an unnecessary risk going in for the quickscope, but I hit it and my penis has never felt as big as it does right now. Unfortunately though, not only is my cheap sniper rifle stuck on the same zoom level, it is also completely unsuppressed, and therefore every single soldier on the farm open fires at me at the same time. Luckily, there is a crate at the bottom of the ladder, and so I slip inside just in time as loads of soldiers storm the rooftop. I don't ask for much much, you know? I've never taken a sick day or complained about working conditions, but you can buy a suppressor for a sniper rifle for less than $1,000, and I feel given the importance of my work, that's not such a big ask. I'll be sure to book a meeting with HR when I'm done here. Eventually the soldiers begin cleaning up the bodies, but this disguise is compromised, so I will need to change into something fresh. These soldiers might not have the smarts to check the one crate on the roof where they just witnessed a man dank scope one of their generals, but they have the awareness to somehow know that this identical black militia outfit with a full face covering balaclava is different from the others. NPC logic. Anyway, 3 down, 1 to go. Our final target is Sean Rose, also known as the Toxic Scooter Kid. The last time I saw him, he was leaving the red barn and heading towards the farmhouse. I circle around the back of the house and slip into the garden shed, choke out a soldier and take his disguise. Kind of getting some Wolf Creek vibes here. This outfit allows me to walk straight into the mansion though, which sure is handy. I head upstairs and there's a pretty extensive computer setup here. This is either a huge Bitcoin mine, P-Hub's headquarters, or they're simply about to have an epic Minecraft LAN party. I then realize Sean Rose is just in the bathroom 1 room over, and so I use the key to the house I picked up earlier and just walk right in. He's like, dude, want to play Minecraft with us? And I'm like, oh, sorry chief, I actually have a penis, so no. And then I put a bullet straight into his face. You know what, I feel bad about that. Minecraft can be enjoyable, and Steve seems like he'd be a fun guy to party with. I would bring the beers and he would bring the diamond pickaxe, which would somehow be a good thing for the party. So with all 4 targets eliminated, I now need to find the secret bunker and leave the area. But you know what? I am having a tough time concentrating with all of these soldiers roaming around, so I decide the best way to find the bunker is to murder every single person on this farm. You didn't mishear me, I'm going to shoot every single last one of them. You see, most Hitman missions take place in locations with civilians, so if I killed everyone there, it'd be kind of messed up. But the beauty of this farm is everyone here is a terrorist, so no regrets. Well, everyone except that guy I tried to euthanize. It's actually quite a big job killing all of them. They have flashbangs and are highly armed, and there is just so damn many. A pretty huge coincidence though that all of these bodies perfectly fell in the shape of a big schlong. I definitely didn't drag them all into that shape. After the gunfight, it was for sure just a freak coincidence. I've edited this down a lot as it took a long time to kill everyone, but afterwards it was super weird being on a completely empty map. You can just fire a machine gun on the roof of this house with no consequences. So to exit the level, I need to go to this secret bunker which I noticed in the basement earlier, but it has a Face ID scanner. And so I use a 3D printer upstairs to print myself a replica of the face. If only I could 3D print myself some friends. I take the mask down to the secret bunker and GG, mission complete, so let's see how we scored. So we got the no bodies found bonus of 20,000 points, which is great, but surprising. I guess no one was left alive to find the bodies. But we lost 600,000 points for the massacre, which left us with a 0 out of 5-star rating, which is hard to argue with. Have a good week, thanks for watching you legends, and a massive thank you to my patrons for supporting the channel through Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.